Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports, Coach and Trailer Sales. Check us out online at chasecoach.com. It is an absolute beautiful Kentucky afternoon. It's January. It's a little cold out here. I think a high of like 47 degrees today. So decided to knock this one out. Got some rain and maybe a little snow coming midweek, I think. It rarely snows in Kentucky, so yes, that's a big deal, okay? All right, this is a very, very unique combination with a very unique story behind it. It's a 2023 model Renegade SportDeck motorhome with a 17-foot conversion, so that's like the length of the box from the back of the cab to, where the box ends. So 17 foot of living space, the big queen-size bed over the cab, sleeps 6 people, and when we go inside of it here in just a moment, I'll show you how that is accomplished. 500 horsepower Volvo V&L chassis, blacked out, black wheels, black bumper, black everything. I think the only chrome on this thing is maybe some of the, I see a little chrome there around the door handles, and very little, though. It's mainly black and white. Even the trailer, blacked out wheels. Now, let's talk about the trailer. It is a 2022 model Featherlite 44-foot liftgate. Featherlite. Amazing quality. Everything those guys do, years of experience is what I can accredit a lot of the quality to, but everything you can just tell is very, very, very thought out. So we'll go on around the truck. 78 foot 6 inches overall length. I know that's going to be a big question for people, is what is the overall length hooked up? 78 foot 6 inches. 6,700 original miles. This has never been used at the racetrack. I think the previous owner maybe traveled once or twice in the truck, but the trailer was never used. It was built, I think it took about 18 months to get the trailer built at Featherlite. Of course, the Renegade stuff, typically you got to order it 6 months to a year in advance. The trailer was never used. It was built new for I believe it's called ProLite. It looks like a kind of a smaller version of a Ultra 4 or like a little trophy truck. So I believe it was called a ProLite. The gentleman was from Colorado, bought the truck new, had the trailer custom built at Featherlite. And when I say this thing is loaded with options, it is loaded. Triple axle air ride, as you can see. I've got the axles dumped right now, which that happens. There's a switch actually inside the coach on the dash that will dump the air. And I think there's a switch that'll dump the rear axle to where it would make the trailer pivot or turn easier. Blacked out wheels. I mean, the Michelin tires, I'm going to say they're brand new. I mean, literally the trailer's got maybe 5,000 miles on it and never been used. So, screw gate it's an electric 220 volt screw gate. So as you can see on most lift gates, you have the big post that'll stick out of the roof. Not on this one. And when you dump the air out of the trailer, you can see it drops the rear of it down. So let's talk a little bit about, how this is set up. We'll actually look at the trailer first, and then we'll circle back around and go through the truck. So the trailer has a 75-inch lower deck height, okay? That's going to be 75 inches from the rubber coin to the ceiling down here. So 75 inches. Now, between the fender wells up here is 77 inches. So it's 77 from over here where this carpeted fender well is to this one. And those little risers, they're about 5 inches tall. So if you take, it's 75 from floor to ceiling, and then you take out 5 inches for here, you're about 70 inches if you had to drive something up on those little risers. The upper deck is 60 inches. So the upper deck of the trailer is 60 inches tall, which is a very, very, very tall upper deck for a trailer like this. Most of them you see are going to be 55, 56 inches, something like that. The upper deck is 60 inches tall. And we'll talk a little more about that when we make our way up there. But again, Screwgate, Featherlite, aluminum trailers. I mean, just look at this. Look at the quality of the welds. I mean, everything. I mean, look how many welds on just that one area. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, spin around 5 just on that one little area there. It's got an Atlas Copco air compressor in it. I mean, like a screw-drive, true rotary air compressor up in the top. And I mean, that you should be able to. I know a lot of your drag racers use a lot of air for disassembling and putting the engines back together and stuff. But this gentleman here, when he spec'd it out, he ran all the air lines through it. C-Tech cabinets. I mean, these little Goodyear reels, they're on the little quick like puck deals, so they come off and go inside the trailer. Even back here on the back, you've got a 220-volt outlet right there. You got a 110 outlet here. On up, this is one of the C-Tech called the Black Line. This is a shelf that pivots up, and you can lock it like that. Or you can, take it completely off and set it inside, of course, going down the road. But another air reel here with an electrical outlet. Oh, here's one of the major things that I need to share with you, too. This trailer has an awning that goes from, you see where that bracket's at. I'm going to zoom in, okay? See that bracket there, which is pretty much, the front edge of the trailer. Goes all the way to the back. He told me, and I haven't priced him in a while, I think the awning setup was like $30,000. And I'm going to put a picture online at chasecoach.com of the awning. I did not assemble it for the photos or the video, but everything's there. The canvas is there. It's a very professional looking setup. And you're probably going, why is the TV? Well, so in the series they ran in those ProLite trucks, under their awning, they wanted to have a TV with like a live stream of the race, so they could kind of see, okay, this race is currently on the track, we're up next, or they can just watch and see how their competitors are doing and so forth. So big Sony smart TV that is in an enclosure, kind of kicks out of the side there. Rubber coin floor. Again, C-Tech cabinets all through this thing. 16 foot of countertop up here too. C-Tech cabinets, love the latches on these. They're just, the quality of this stuff is incredible. From Featherlite, C-Tech, got the drawers, all roller, super smooth in and out on the drawers. This Milwaukee gun, or it looks like a big drill to me. It is, if your screw liftgate on the back ever messes up, you can use this as a last resort option to get the gate up and down. So that comes with every new Featherlite trailer. Super cool. Milwaukee. It is a 3/4 inch, called a hole shooter. It looks like just a huge drill to me. 3 sets of keys, all the original manuals. You can see an air outlet there, electrical outlets, another air down here. This tire rack is removable, so if you needed this extra floor space up here, that was added after the trailer was built at Featherlite. It can be removed. The trailer has a 12,000 watt own-in diesel generator. It's got 9.4 hours on it. So 9.4 hours on the own-in 12,000 watt diesel generator, and that's on the trailer. The coach actually has its own. Heat and air, it's got a 4.5 ton, 4.5 ton, that's correct, AC and heat. So it's got the heat strips, the air conditioning you can see there on the front. Now, how cool is this? So, neat idea, not for everybody probably, but little lounge area for your crew guys, couple bunk beds, turn around, TV, DVD player, and there's that Atlas Copco big screw drive air compressor, 0 hours on it. I think I actually fired it up and probably for maybe the second time. I know when they put it in, they tested it, but 0 hours, as you'll see at chasecoach.com. I put a picture of the screen there, 0 hours on it. So up here in the upper deck of the trailer, over here on the passenger side, you've got all of the awning railing and supports and stuff. E-track all through the trailer on the sides, down on the bottom. Now, let's talk about what kind of length you're working with. So from the back of the trailer to where the cabinets start here is roughly 20 foot. Now, the gentleman that had this built new, he added these cabinets right here after the fact, and there's 10 foot of cabinets there. So if you wanted to get the full length of the upper deck, how it's set up now, minus the cabinets, you could get 30 foot of upper deck. But there's more, okay? If you wanted to relocate the air compressor, we could get another 7 foot. Now, let's say you called and you said, Dylan, I love the trailer, but I need 43 or 44 foot of upper deck length. We can do that. I have a full fab shop right here in-house. We do modifications. We don't build brand new trailers, but we do everything but that. But we could actually extend this upper deck all the way over to the wall. We would remove the bunk beds, relocate the air compressor. Might have to go with a little different style. I mean, that thing's really tall, but again, I'm just giving you options. Currently, it's set up with 20 foot of clear span upper deck, which again is from the back of the trailer to where those cabinets start. But if we take the cabinets out, we would get up to 30 foot. And then if we take move the air compressor, we would get another 7 foot, I believe. And then if we could get up to 43 foot 8 inches, I think, is the maximum upper deck length. And that would be from the back of the trailer all the way to where the air vents are. So I'm a little hoarse. I've got a cold right now, but bear with me. We're getting right on through it here. So 2 brand new wheels and tires. One is for, pretty sure one is for the coach and one is for the trailer. Those are just setting there as of now. They will be moved, obviously, when you want to pull a car or whatever in the upper deck. 60-inch upper deck, 92 inches of width when you come through the back door there. So 92 inches of width. I know that's very important. And then 60 inches of height. All right, back down the steps. I think I mentioned rubber coin floor all throughout the trailer and the lower deck. You got some of your awning parts here. There's more awning stuff here. And again, at chasecoach.com, I put the full or the photo on there of the awning all assembled. So down here on the bottom, I don't remember if I talked about this, but you got 77 inches of width between the fender wells. You got right at 16 foot, I think 6 inches from where the cabinets are there on your left to right here. So if you're pulling something in the bottom, it's got to be at least 77 inches wide or less to fit between the fender wells. And then I think you got 16 foot 6 inches, and that's from this corner here on the cabinets back to where the gate will shut. Now, one more measurement I did from here, going from the edge of the cabinets over to the fender well, I believe was 58 inches. So if you said, well, I want to pull my golf cart on up in there and we're going to just go ahead and take those tire racks out, well, your golf cart would need to be, or a car or whatever, would need to be less than 58 from here to there. Now, that's not saying, I mean, again, we could modify. We could even take out some cabinets if you needed all of this space. You know, I've had people call me before and go, man, we only need just a few cabinets for some tie downs. And we removed a bunch of stuff one time. So whatever your needs are, I can fully accommodate you. I promise. So we're going around the truck, and then I'll open the boxes up, and then we'll make a quick pass through the interior. It is set up for gooseneck. Again, all this has been painted, all the diamond plates black. You know, normally on a Featherlite, all this is silver. It's been painted gloss white to match the truck. It is set up for, obviously, air ride and air brakes. The trailer's air ride and air brakes, but that yellow cord is where you're getting communication from the dash of the truck. Like I was saying, there's a switch up there that you can dump the air out of the axles on the back on the trailer and really get that trailer squatted down to the ground, which makes loading and unloading a real low-profile car a lot easier, because when you dump the air out of the trailer and squat it down, you're getting that lift gate, you know, the tail piece of that lift gate even lower to the ground. So up in here, you can see the handle there on the front of the trailer. That's where your batteries are at. I think there's 3 or 4, maybe 5 batteries in there, and you'll also see the pumps and the legs for the hydraulic landing gear. So the trailer does have hydraulic landing gear on the front. It's a Bigfoot leveler. The controls right over here. So that's how you can run the leveling jacks up and down there on the front. 40,000 pound hitch on the back of the truck. So, I mean, you can tow, if you had a tag trailer, a Liftgate tag trailer, or literally this coach is set up anything gooseneck. We could even convert it to fifth wheel if you bought this and ever needed it converted over to fifth wheel. We've done a couple of those. This was added, so this did not come from Renegade. Let me see if I can pop this up without making too much racket. There we go. Okay, so there's a little ladder in there, which is really cool. That ladder collapses down, but I think it goes all the way up to allow you to get on top of the trailer. And then that is your shore power cord. So one goes to the coach and one goes to the trailer. I like this, though. What a neat and very clean way to keep that stuff. And it doesn't interfere with the trailer or get in its way at all. All right, I'm going to pause just for a moment. I know I've rambled for a while, but again, very unique setup. So 2023 Renegade SportDeck Motorhome, 17-foot conversion, 6,700 miles, 500 horsepower, and it's got the 12-speed Volvo I-Shift transmission in it. So probably to date, the Volvos are the quietest, smoothest riding trucks with the least amount of like road noise inside the cab that I've ever drove. And I promise you, I have drove a bunch of these trucks. Every brand you can imagine, my butt has been in the seat of one of them at some point. So the truck drives great. It's got a 20,000 pound steer axle on it as well. So, when you're putting a trailer that heavy behind it and then, the truck up front, that heavier steer axle makes a big, big difference on the ride quality. But bear with me just a moment. I'm going to pause, open up the belly boxes, and then we'll make our way right on inside. Thanks for watching. Check us out at chasecoach.com. And when you get a second, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you on our YouTube channel as a follower. We try to upload some good content. It's usually just stuff that we have for sale, but maybe we can sell something to you. Or if you enjoy watching the videos, maybe you know someone at some point that's interested in something that we have. So thanks again. All right, back here with you. You'll notice it looks maybe a little different outside. So during the video, I think we were 17 minutes in yesterday evening as the sun was setting, and my phone dies. So yeah, how about that? So anyways, I had to wait, had to work this morning at our office, but came out to the coach and trailer shop to finish up the video for you. So first compartment back, we're on the passenger side. First compartment back, you've got 2 of the 8D sealed AGM batteries on the bottom. Those are the batteries that are going to power up the house part. And when we say house part, we're talking about anything from pretty much, behind the cab where the conversion starts all the way to the tail. So we got 2 of those. The batteries up on the top, those are the 31 series engine batteries. So those are going to start the engine on the coach. They're Volvo factory batteries that came on the truck. You've got some relays and some wiring stuff. Oh, this is kind of cool. So this air hose here clips into this quick coupler right there. And what that does is allows you to use air pressure off of the engine to air up a tire. Pretty much anything that involves air, you can chuck up to that. And as long as the truck is running and making air, you've got 120 or 130 pounds there. Something else I want to point out on this, again, when I said this guy went over the top with everything, he even had at the factory, he had Renegade bed liner, or I'm going to call it Rhino liner, the storage boxes. So that creates just another level of like a moisture barrier. When you slide stuff in and out, if they've got carpet there, there's a chance that they would tear. So the bed liner is very tough. As far as hot water and heat, as you can see there, it has the AquaHot 250D, which uses diesel fuel or electricity to make hot water and hot air. So it's got the hydronic heating. It does not have propane. 100 gallons of fresh water in this one. Another thing I'm going to mention I love about Renegade is you have that big 1.5 or 2 inch valve there. So when you're ready to drain the tank, you literally come over here, pull this guy, and boom, bang, there you go. The water drains right out. To fill the tank, you can fill on the other side, or you can also fill right here. There's a little rubber cap there. Pop that off and put your hose in. So let's go over to the other side. And then before we go inside, I'm going to lower down this alley arc, this big aluminum front bumper on the nose of the truck, and going to show you the engine. Again, the engine bay, you could eat off of the frame rail. I mean, it's as clean as they come. I'm going to say this is one of those, I can't say it's brand new, but it's as close to brand new as you'll ever get. 6,700 miles. The trailer, to my knowledge, they loaded everything in it. They kind of simulated how it would all look set up, but they never, ever used it. So took like, I think I said a year and a half to get it built at Featherlite. Okay, first compartment back on the driver's side. It's got a 3,000 watt Victron energy inverter. It also has solar charging up on the roof. The controller's kind of back in that compartment to the left. The little plastic deals there is to level out the coach. So if you get in a real unlevel spot, you can drive up on those and help level it out. And then you do have the transfer switch back there in the back, which picks generator power or shore power. Next up here, you've got twin, I think they're 45 or 50 gallon. One's gray, one's black water. You've got your cable connection I can see up in there, your black tank flush. And again, very easy. All you do is hook your sewer hose to this, and you got one valve for gray, one valve for black. I mean, as they say, idiot proof. Anyone can figure it out. You can't mess it up. 12.5 own-end generator with 67 hours. Okay, 67 hours on the 12.5 own-end diesel generator. Here's where your shore power plugs in. And again, I showed you yesterday, well, it's all in one video now, but when I was filming yesterday, I showed you in this toolbox, they added this and had it painted to match the bed. But give me just a second here. I'm trying to hold the phone and do that with the other hand. There we go. So one of the cords is for the trailer, the other one is for the truck, but I like that. Just so simple and clean and the whole bit. All right, so I'm going to go around and drop the big aluminum bumper, open the hood, we'll open the cab up and do a little bit on that, and then we'll work our way inside. Again, this is a 2023 model. Renegade, it's the CS170, so it's a SportDeck motorhome, 17-foot conversion. I think overall length, like tip of the front bumper to tip of the hitch on the back, is 35 foot, I believe. I measured it yesterday, so it'll be on our website at chasecoach.com. And one of the big questions we get is how much, because I don't ever mention the price in the videos. And the reason for that is just for people's privacy. Once these sell, we do leave the videos up. And if I say the price in there, obviously it's still on there after the unit sells. So go to chasecoach.com for all of the pricing, or call me. I'd be more than glad to discuss it over the phone with you. So hang tight. I'm going to pop the hood and we'll be right back. All right. Passenger side, look at the frame area. Look at the engine. Twin hydraulic steering boxes too. As you can see, one here on the passenger side, there's one on the other. Very easily accessible fuel water separator. It's got the D13 Volvo engine, 500 horsepower. Great fuel mileage too. So the D13, Volvo dropped the D16. I think it was an emissions compliancy issue, but the D16 no longer available. If you buy a brand new Volvo, the D13 is what they offer. So 500 horse, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. I'm like 90% sure I'm right on that. And it's a 12-speed transmission. But, I mean, just look at the engine of this thing. Look at the frame. There's that other steering box. again, like I said, I'm going to say this one's as new as they come without just saying it's brand new. The bumper folds down easily. You just pull them unthread those 2 pins, and then it sets down. I done it in like 2 minutes by myself. All LED lighting. The fog lights are LED. The headlights are LED. Cab. I'm going to do that. So it's kind of a two-tone gray and kind of a charcoal interior with a little bit of orange striping around it. Heated and cooled seats with what they call a back cycler in them. So it feels like a little massage with it'll give you a back cycler. There's some things back here that move around with air pressure, but heated and cooled seats. We'll go around to the other side and show you the driver's area. I appreciate you sticking with me if you're still watching. I know we're probably 20-something minutes. It's kind of long-winded, but when you do a truck and trailer together, you've got like double the amount of stuff to talk about. And I love talking. I don't know if you've noticed, but I love talking. Minimizer floor mat kit. So I do have the factory Volvo one. It's actually laying in the trailer. It looks brand new, but he upgraded to the minimizer. They're rubber. You can take them out, wash them with your pressure washer. 6,789 miles. In-dash navigation, which is TomTom. You remember TomTom GPSs? I feel like that was something that was really popular back in the 08, 09. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyways, he didn't like that. He likes Garmin stuff. So he put in one of the Garmin Trucker series overhead. It just plugs right in there, 12 volt, boom, there it is. You can set your height, you can set your length, and then it won't allow you to go down any roads that you don't need to be on. So super cool, mounted very neatly, overhead, not in your way. In-dash cameras, so that'll do the backup camera for the truck. As you can see, we can see the back of the truck and the nose of the trailer. Then when you put it in reverse, it actually gives you a view of the tail of the trailer. So there's a little glass camera eye mounted down in the diamond plate of the lower part of the trailer. And so when you put it in reverse, it automatically switches over to that. Smart controls, so lots of stuff you can do there on the steering wheel. Again, 6,700 miles. Something I mentioned yesterday I wanted to show you. See that? This says trailer front axle dump, front axle dump, trailer air dump, where it dumps all of them. And then over here, check this out. Trailer air up. So if you were going in a parking lot that had some rough terrain and you were going, I've even pulled into a truck stop here about a month ago that had probably a 20-degree incline. Like you drove, as soon as you hit their parking lot, you were driving uphill, which in turn, if you were pulling a trailer, could make the tail end of the trailer drag. Well, if that was the case, all you would have to do is go over here and flip that little auxiliary switch on the left, and it raises the trailer up, I think, like 3 inches. So very cool. I-shift transmission, reverse, neutral drive. You can also do manual mode where you can put it in like a paddle shift mode. So loaded out interior. I don't know anything more that you would want or ask for. Adjustable seating. You can see all the controls back there. You've got side, lumbar, up, down. You can tilt the seat. Again, they're heated and cooled. Of course, both of them are air rides. So 125 gallons of fuel under this single tank. So a single 125 with your DEF fluid under there. All right, I think it's time to go inside. So let me kind of button this stuff up and we'll go right on in. All right, now for the good part, right? Tiled floor, as you can see. Oh, same deal, promotion. We've extended it. Buy the limited edition entry rug. You get this month, you get the coach and trailer for free. See dealer for complete details and disclosures. All right, here we go. In the cab, air ride, driver and passenger seat. I think we've talked enough about those seats, but I like those seats. Very, very comfortable. All right, let's spin around, and we're going to start by showing you overhead TV. Samsung Smart TV, LED, the whole jazz, whole 9 yards there. I'll turn this light on. It makes backsplash. There we go. All of the original owner's manuals, 3 sets of keys. So there's 2 sets there with the keyless key fobs for the cab. There's a set in the ignition of the truck right now. Original manuals, Renegade manuals, the box for the Garmin GPS that's overhead. So in a SportDeck, you don't have just tons of room, but the layout of this one is probably one of the better ones that I've seen. So you have a little sink there, just, I mean, enough to get the job done, right? This rig is more focused on trailer. So you got 44 feet of trailer with a smaller truck. 2-burner induction cooktop, convection microwave oven overhead by Samsung, tiled backsplash, very clean, very neat. Oh, I like this. Instead of the shade that goes up and down, you have sliding wood pocket doors. So this door comes to here, this door comes to here, and they magnetically connect in the middle. Very nice. So when you're driving, if people are back here having a party, it blocks all the light and like probably 80% of the sound. I like it versus the pull shade. I really do. If I was speccing out brand new coaches, that is something that I would add to all of them. Multiplex system, you can see tank levels, lights, battery voltage, generator hours. You can look at, set your thermostat. Again, this has heat pumps, 2 roof airs, 15,000 BTU roof airs with heat pumps in each. You've got your AquaHot system, your slide outs, awning. Big bunk overhead, so like a queen-size bed. In the previous owner, he upgraded all of the mattresses to like a memory foam. He said the factory ones just didn't do it for him. So new mattresses back in the back and up here, little pedestal deal mounted to the wall to set your phone. You can see the electrical outlet has the new and old style USBs in it. Comes with a ladder, of course, to get you up to the bunk. Day and night shades throughout the coach. As you can see there, the night shades pulled down on both sides of the bunk. All right, spinning around. So behind the driver's seat, you have a sofa with a removable table. So we have the slide in the outward or extended position right now, meaning when the slide comes in, we have to take the table up. But versus not having a table, that's super cool. You will really appreciate having that when you're ready to have dinner. But the sofa seats 3 people, comfortable, and it extends out to a queen-size bed. And again, photos of all that on at chasecoach.com. 364 pictures of this thing. Yeah, 364. So pretty much a picture of every angle. Now, back here in the back, I think there's 75 or 80-inch bunks. I'm 6'3". I've slept in these things many nights. They're very comfortable. Again, previous owner, we're going to say original owner. It's a one owner. He added the memory foam mattresses, new bedding, everything. You've got the little shade, so you pull this one to the middle, pull that one to the middle, and blocks out privacy. You each have your own window. You've got your own electrical outlet with, again, the new and old style USB on it too. So I mentioned earlier, sleep 6. So 2 above the cab, queen size bed, 2 there on a queen size, and then 1 in each bunk. So that's our 6. Residential fridge by Samsung. These things are so nice. And I'm going to tell you, I was never a fan of RV fridges like the propane, and they're so expensive. We just ordered one for a customer. $6,500 for a refrigerator. You can buy these at Lowe's for $1,200 when they're not on sale. So, not picking on our fridge people, but I think $6,500 for an RV fridge is, they're smarter than I am. That's all I'm going to say. Lots of storage in the kitchen. That is your controller for your inverter, and it also does your solar charging and all that. Your panels for your main electrical, and then your inverter. Oh, it has the HD satellite system. So that's what that box there on the bottom left is for the WineGuard HD, which means if you have an in-motion satellite, you can't get the HD channels anymore. So with the HD satellite, you can. So the difference is in motion, you can watch it going down the road, and you can, turn more than, I think they said, 90 degrees a second, and it won't lose track. With the HD, it's an actual dish that electronically raises up off the roof, finds the signal, and locks it in. So there is a downside to the HD, but more positives than negatives. And I can easily add the in-motion. If you're used to that and that's what you've had and you want it, no big deal. Got them in stock, can mount it for you, no problem. How about that before I forget? Complimentary Dyson vac. And let me tell you, that thing really sucks. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. But anyways, Dyson vac, and it's mounted. It's got plugged into the wall there, a little charger. Bathroom. So rear bath, again, tiled floors throughout. Some storage for your towels and your washcloths and stuff. One-piece fiberglass shower with the sliding glass doors. Very clean, easy to maintain. Overhead skylight, as you can see there. Oh, those are some rugs. These come with it. I just set them there to get them out of the pictures when I originally done them. Put those there. So, bathroom, pretty roomy. Again, for a 17-foot conversion, I think they were very thoughtful and tasteful how they laid everything out. Lots of cabinets, nice mirror, medicine cabinet, Tecma, electric flush toilet. So, it grinds the sewage up and pumps it into the tank. All right. Wow, that was a lot. Again, 2 overhead roof airs. See there, 2 15,000. You should be able to like spit in here and it freezes midair with 2 15,000 BTU roof airs in a 17-foot conversion. But I think that covers most of it. I'm sure I missed something. So if you have a question, give me a call. I would love to sell this to you. So if you're watching this video and you think this is the unit for you, please reach out. We'll put my phone number up there on the screen and hit the subscribe button. I was shooting for 10,000 followers by the end of 2023. This is now the beginning of 2024. We didn't quite make it, but we were close. So hit that subscribe button. Would love to hear from you. And we buy, we sell, we trade. We do some consignments. I'm kind of picky on what we consign just because we stay very busy and we want to consign nice stuff and newer. So, but more than glad to listen to what you have and maybe put something together. I'm going to go outside one more time and we'll do one pass. Yes, those are my shoes. I hate when we get one clean and then, you walk in there with dirty shoes on. So we'll make one more pass around the outside. 78 foot long, I think, tip to tip. I mentioned earlier, and again, all those specs will be on there. Triple axle, the big 22.5 wheels, Michelin tires all the way around, truck and trailer. We posted earlier a picture of the awning, the whole awning setup on the trailer. We're going to throw one more up there. If you missed that earlier, I'll have Lauren put a picture of the trailer with the awning assembled. I didn't assemble it. That was the gentleman that I bought the unit from. He sent me that picture when I was buying it, but all of it's there. He promised. He said everything you need is in the trailer. Fixing to get some bad weather here. We're calling for some cold, maybe freezing rain, but it's been a pretty mild winter, so we'll take it. Dylan Thompson, Chase Motorsports coach and trailer sales. I want to thank you again for giving me like 25, maybe even 30 minutes of your day. So thanks again, and if there's anything I can do for you, please give us a call. Until next time, thanks for watching.